Now let me tell you, nail techs, this is how you handle late clients. And once you do this, that client will never be late again. Take for instance, one of my clients back in the day, she was late, perpetually late. I was starting to feel a certain way towards her, and I knew that was not healthy, that was not good, because as the business owner, I'm the nail tech, I'm self-employed, that's my business, it's up to me to open my mouth and relay the salon rules about not being late, how being late makes me feel rushed, how me rushing through her nails does not give her a good experience, how me running late for other people does not give them a good experience. You see what I'm saying? The whole thing. So it's up to me, and it's up to you if you're self-employed and you're in control of your schedule, to speak to your clients directly. And if you don't feel comfortable, you can put some distance between you and the client. You could text them. You could call after hours when you know they're asleep and leave a voicemail for them, and you could write yourself a little script out and exactly what you want to say so you don't get lost and stumble over your words. And then you could leave them a voice message or voice text them or DM them, these are things you could do. So anyway, once my client had been told, I need you here on time, this is a problem, and she was late the next time, I just got up and left. She wasn't there. I waited 10 minutes. I left the parking lot, drove away. And you know where I learned that? I learned that from an older, wiser nail tech. He did the same thing to his clients, and I saw him do it. And it was a hoot, because his client came tooling into the parking lot on 2 wheels, trying to get there fast, but she was already 15 minutes late. Raymond was on his way out of the parking lot, and they passed, and he had his window down, and he waved to her, and he kept on going, and he did not stop. And that client was never late again for him. She got back on his books at some other point in time when he could get her in, but honey baby, let me tell you, he did not bust his butt to get her in any sooner than possible. So when you hold the client accountable, like I'm holding my client accountable because I left, then she learns they don't do that again, because my client showed up and I was gone and I didn't come back, and then she left, So she messaged me and was like wanting to get in my book, and I had to have the intestinal fortitude inside to take control of my business and tell her politely that I'm sorry, I can no longer do your nails anymore. You are costing me money. You're costing me more money. You're costing me stress when you don't show up. Costing me money. You're stressing me out when you can't manage your time properly to be on time. So it might be better if you just go to one of those walk-in quickie salons. Sometimes those work out for people who can't get it together. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, she was shocked, and she didn't bitch me out or anything. She just said, I understand. And then, we hung up, everything was fine. She didn't come to the shop and shoot me or stab me or anything. You're envisioning all these bad things that are going to happen to you, and then they don't. You know what I'm saying? The client's going to have to accept it. You've just politely told them the reasons why you can. It doesn't, their schedule and their way of doing life does not jive with your schedule and your way of doing life. It's not that you're calling them a bad person and condemning them to hell or anything, it's just you two aren't a good match. Well, here's what happened. A day or two later, I come back from my lunch break and at work, and there's $40 cash stuffed underneath my table mat. I clean my table down, I lift up, there's $40 and an apology note from my client begging to get back on my books again and promising never to be late. And so in that circumstance, I did. I called her up. I said, I really do appreciate that, and I will get you in. If we're both on the same page and, you can be on time, I have no problems, because I love spending time with you. And so anyway, I kept her for decades until she finally moved out of state to retire. So anyway, nail techs, that's how you handle no-shows, late cancellations, things like that. You have to hold your clients accountable. And, posting it on Facebook or Instagram and just ranting and venting, it may make you feel good, but it's not going to change the client's behavior, because behavior is only modified by a learning experience. And what I did was I gave my client that learning experience. I did not rob her of that learning experience. She learned. So anyway, young folk, young nail techs, and even some older ones who haven't got the backbone to do this already with your clients, if they even see you vent, if they probably won't, but if they see you vent on social media, they're not going to think it's about them. No. Or even if they thought it was about them, they'd be like, I'm doing what I want, because hey man, it's their life. Why shouldn't they? You have to hold them accountable. So run your salon the way you want your nail salon to be run and hold your clients accountable, and then they'll learn. Peace out.